I'm Paul Dufrene of the Woodlands, Texas. Moved there with my wonderful wife of 32 years and 3 kids back in 2011. I'm originally from the South New Orleans area, actually in the town of Jean Lafitte, named after the infamous pirate. And then we moved up front to the little town of Marrero, which is where I grew up. A lot of times during the summer, I would spend just about every summer with my uncle trawling for shrimp, fishing, crabbing, that kind of thing. He was a trapper, hunter, so he did all that good stuff. So I enjoyed a lot of time on the bayou, as we call it. And if you go down there, you'll have a Dufrene Lane, because that's where my grandfather and his kids grew up, and of course the street has to be named after him. So he used to build boats. His name was actually Emile the First. I go by my middle name Paul, but he was Emile the First, and they call him Bill because he built boats. So Bill Boats. And so I'd have a great time down there with him. We didn't have much money. My mom was one of 10 kids, and that kind of carried over to our life. Grew up in a small apartment in Marrero. She was a teacher's aide for special ed kids. She taught me the value of education, to make sure that I valued education, made good grades, and used that as a stepping stone to get out of the life of poverty, I guess, if you will. So I enjoyed playing sports when I was in Lafitte during the summertime. Played sports year round. It was only $20 a year to play playground ball, so I did football, baseball, basketball, and track. I guess I realized, really to the extent of us not having much money, when the baseball team I was on decided we all should wear black cleats. Well, white cleats were cheaper. So my mom and I took a black Sharpie marker and turned those white cleats into black cleats. But yeah, instilling religion, strong belief in God, making sure what we do is based in faith, and stressing education as an opportunity and a means to escape that impoverished life, I guess you'd call it. Where you're from doesn't have to dictate where you're going, and so she instilled those values into me. So when I'm not working, I love to still be on the water, whether it's boating, fishing, crabbing, hanging out with the kids, activities at the church, a lot of different ministries, as well as volunteering at school. But basically, when I can just relax, it's either being on the water, grilling, boiling seafood, taking in a ball game, watching a ball game, playing in some kitchen basketball with my youngest. That beats me, and also beats me at chess now too. So basically beats me at everything, but it's fun. So one of the things that's very important to me is, God made all of us with special talents and abilities. Every one of us is unique, and so we should respect everyone, no matter what their lot is in life. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has some talent, something they can offer. And so we should use our own talents for mutual benefit. And that's my passion, is retirement planning and making sure that people can lock in their lifestyle for retirement, to be able to do the things that they want to do and hope make a better society. So I guess I got into the business back when I was 9 years old, living in this little apartment, realizing we never had much money to do anything. So what I started doing is, each night for about almost 3 months, I would go into my mom's purse. Don't worry, it wasn't with nefarious intent. I would go into my mom's purse and take out whatever change I thought she wouldn't miss, or once in a while, if she had a couple of dollars in there, I may take $1. So after that 3 months was up, I brought my mom 50-some dollars, mostly coins, but a couple of dollar bills. She goes, "How much is this?" And I told her, $50-some odd. And she goes, "Where'd you get this kind of money?" I said, "Out of your purse." And she said, "Out of my purse?" And I said, "Don't worry, I didn't keep any of it. Every single cent is right here." She goes, "How did you do that?" I said, "Again, every night I would take money out that I thought you wouldn't miss, and I said, that might give us a chance to save some money." She said, "You're right, keep doing it." And I guess the rest is history. So as a fiduciary advisor, I trademarked Infallible Retirement Lifestyle Lock. And it's not just a motto to me, it's ensuring that, unlike what Wall Street tells folks, how big is your nest egg, that's what really matters. It's not what matters. What matters is, what can that nest egg do for you in terms of income? What can the income do for you in terms of locking in your retirement lifestyle to do the things you want to do? So in retirement, if you want to go visit the grandkids, the kids, travel, do whatever you want to do, just having that paycheck coming in month after month, having the peace of mind knowing that you're not going to run out of money. But making sure in that step 2 of our process is protecting those assets for retirement, for income, not just for the sake of income, but guaranteeing locking in that lifestyle in retirement. And that's our promise and our pledge to you, that the folks we work with, single, widowed, married, couples, families, whatever we can do, generation after generation.